Hello everyone, and welcome. I am Ekvitijev, and today I've got a special treat for you guys. The first video in my at least 5 video series, how to make a nether perimeter in vanilla survival Minecraft. This first year video is going to be an overview, or as you can see from the title, what I like to call my 5 simple steps on how to make a nether perimeter. And yeah, after that I've got coming up a video on how to build my personal invention, actually, a 4.5 thousand pistons per hour piston crafter, which is very useful, especially when tiled, for crafting enough pistons to fill the 4 game tick glow squid piston placer, which is very useful for making the piston plane for the Desu 1 overhead 3-way bedrock breaker, all of which I will be doing tutorials for. And those are the first 4 videos I have planned and pre-recorded for you guys. But the 5th video is, well, planned, not pre-recorded at all, because I actually don't know how to do it yet, and that's going to be a video on how to make a nether world eater. But yeah, with all that said, I don't have much more to just talk to you guys about today, so let's get right into today's content. So, for your 5 simple steps, step 1 is preparations. Now, you're going to need some farms and a nether mob switch if you're planning to make a nether perimeter. So, without much further ado, let's get right into that. The farms you're going to need are a slime farm, a honey farm, an iron farm, a wood farm, a cobble farm, a nether quartz farm, and either a raid farm or a wish farm. Raid farm probably if you are in versions below 1.21, and witch hut farm if you're in versions above 1.21. And 2 other farms you're going to want but are not strictly necessary are a gold farm to power your bartering farm to get the nether quartz for your observers, and a shulker farm just for carrying stuff around, obviously, but also because shulkers are one of 3 very unique mobs, being the warden, the shulker, and the zombie villager that is a zombified villager, which count toward the mob cap but do not despawn. So they're very useful for making mob switches. Yeah. Once you've got all that figured out, you've got your farms built and you've got your nether sufficiently mob switched so that it is basically on peaceful mode, you're ready to move on to step 2, which is choosing your type. You're either going to want to have one that has a bedrock roof, no bedrock roof, or a void perimeter. Now, if you're leaving the bedrock roof on, it's basically because you just want the ancient debris. So location doesn't really matter, just kind of pick any random place that you don't think you're going to go and make your perimeter. However, if you want no bedrock roof, you are likely trying to do a fortress farm or a Y0 farm, in which case you're also going to be wanting to remove the bottom 5 layers of bedrock as well to make a void perimeter. Now, the advantages to removing the bedrock roof for a fortress farm are that it reduces the height map, letting you get much faster wither skeleton spawns, or blaze spawns, or whatever fortress mob you're after. And by the same logic, that's why we go for void perimeters with Y0 farms, because if you put obsidian where the lowest layer of bedrock would be, and then slice some nether portals on top of that, all the mobs that spawn in there get sent into the overworld after 1 tick, so they only count toward the mob cap for 1 tick, and they are so fast, it's bonkers. But yeah, once you've decided what you're making your nether perimeter for, you get to move on to step 3, which is a kind of exciting one, area prep. It's tedious, but it's exciting. Now, there's the roof and the trenches to prepare. So for the roof, you're either going to want to break the bedrock or do a tunnel bore or an infinity bore if you are cracked like they are on Wave Tech. I will link a video by cubic meter now so that you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, and once you've either broken the bedrock roof or ran your bore of some sort, then you're ready to make the trenches, of which you're going to need 2 3-wide trenches and 2 16-wide trenches. The 2 3-wide trenches go on the long side of your perimeter, and the 2 16-wide trenches go on the short side of your perimeter, which should not be over your render distance, because if it's over your render distance, your world eater is going to explode. But yeah, once you've got all that taken care of, it's time to move on to step 4, which is building the world eater, of course the nether variant. Now, some differences compared to a normal world eater versus a nether world eater. The height of a nether world eater is reduced to enable you to build it below the bedrock, if you so choose, or didn't actually remove your bedrock roof. The sweepers push down so that they push ancient debris down, and instead of just going sideways to remove liquids. And they're fully AFKable after all obsidian in the area is removed, unlike in the overworld, because water and lava can meet to create cobblestone or obsidian, which would break the world eater. There's no water in the nether, so you can just run your world eater once you've prepared the area all the way down to bedrock, and it's just smooth sailing. And yeah, once all that is done, you get to move on to step 5, which is decoration. This is an optional step, but it's a good one to do, especially if you're wanting to be proud of your perimeter. So manual enables you to do much more detail, or if you're doing walls, let's say, it lets you use any block for the walls instead of just gravity blocks. And auto is very good for speed and less effort. And if you're into computational redstone, it doesn't even have to be less pretty, because you can do some really cool designs with some computational redstone with like colored concrete blocks for the walls and any block you want really for the floor, and it will automatically place them for you. And it's some really cool stuff. I will also link another cubic meter video right now about automatic perimeter decoration. But yeah, once you've done all that, you are now the proud owner of a nether perimeter. Do with that what you will. You either are rich on ancient debris, or you've got a cracked farm of some sort. And yeah, I guess I hope this helped you in some way to figure out kind of what kind of stuff you're going to want to do for making another perimeter. Stay tuned for my how to build my half hopper speed piston crafter, which will be my next video. If you want to build any of the farms that I built on the Baby Scicraft server to get the materials you're going to need for all this stuff, because I actually have good designs that are all working as of 1.21 for all of the farms I mentioned in this playlist that you can see on screen now. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.